Man, I really wasn't finna record that tonight, but I saw this video and now I gotta check it out. And now I'm gonna check it out with y'all. So without further ado, let's get into it. Did that look cool? Was that cool? I did that alright. Let me know if y'all like that transition, and I'll keep doing it.
Allegedly being exploited by a white barbecue owner. According to online reports and our own coverage, John...
Bro, you mean to tell me this whole time this wasn't where I'm at? Let me move me out the way if I can. I'm just now finding out. Yeah, I can't even see what I'm pointing at. I'm just now finding out. It's not this man. I could have sworn it was this man's barbecue spot. I thought it was this man's barbecue spot the entire time. That was the only reason I was really interested in it. I ain't gonna say the only reason, but that's why I cared. Cause I see his face in the videos. I see him talking about the spot. But you mean to tell me he not the owner? I'm kind of upset. If he just the cook, then
His fame started after he would begin working at a coffee shop named Destination Coffee Bar. Now, because of his experience, he would eventually convince the owner to serve barbecue. And after some years of perfecting their menu, led by Walter and his likable charm, under the new name Destination Smokehouse, the business has become a national success story. Originally from...
So you mean to tell me that whole... He might as well be the owner. Dude might as well be the owner at this point. You served a coffee shop. You didn't change the whole name of the restaurant because of this man right here. All right, let's see what the problem is. I'm bringing myself back down here. I like myself down here in this corner. If I need to move, I'll move, but I'm gonna stay down here.
Many, they would assume that Walt himself was the owner of the establishment, but after the original owner, Nick Yeppermans, has become more visible, things have shifted from support to now questions. As our High Plus correspondent Bevan has stated, people are triggered. In recent weeks, rumors have now taken over headlines.
Bro, I ain't seen this man ever, bro. I ain't never seen this man. And if it ain't broke, why are you trying to fix it? I'm just getting to. I'm just keep going. I'm just keep going.
Stealing the Tendernism trademark to now just recently some assuming that Walter was fired. Now during the MLK Jr. holiday, Walter now appears to have responded to the backlash and concerns that people have about him being used by the restaurant instead of being properly compensated and credited for his contribution. Many may have missed it, but Destination Smokehouse...
Hold on, I gotta pause it to read it. Chef Right Move. Who is that? So, Chef Right Move, is that not Walt? Let me see. Let me do some recon real quick. Chef Right Move. Nope, that ain't. It's some dude named Courtney. Yep, same picture and everything. But nah, that ain't Walter, nor is it the owner. So this is somebody else. That's a chef. Alright. Well, just fine over there at Destination Smokehouse. He ain't sided with none of the people that's been trying to defend him or agree with anyone. You were saying that he's being used. OG is unbothered and completely comfortable with working for where he at. He ain't turning on his friend. Alright, cool. We all did come together. for you. Your personality and aura brought us here, not the food. There's good food all around the world, but only one you. This is deeper than I thought. All right.
Would release his message on their Instagram page, and from what it looks like is to silence those who allege Walter was fired and black online users going after the owner Nick.
How y'all doing today? Dr. Martin Luther King. Good man, wasn't he? Bring all people together. All people together. All people. You know, we can go to Stone Mountain, Georgia. We all got to come together. All of us. We human. That's what Destination's about.
In a separate video, Walter was seen in the same setup doing his usual promotion of the business and brand.
My little brother.
What's up?
Boy, we by in the country, man. I've been riding for miles, man. Boy, this is the loveliest place in the world right now. Y'all know about this place here. Yes, y'all do. Y'all seen some grills back here before. Yeah, because you come to Destination Smokehouse Eatery, you see the same grill. Atmosphere might seem to be the same. This out in the country. Boy, you don't know what this destination. One in the nation. All the time. I ain't gonna even talk about none of that crazy stuff, because we positive. Our brain got to stay inside the cup to make sure the people's brain to slip on the outside of the cup. I'm trying to help them get back on the inside. I got a Destination Smokehouse Eatery. This is the southern part of California. City be Marietta. Destination one.
Now, over in the comments of Walter's new post, it appears that he's receiving support and even some backlash of his own for not choosing sides. One user would write, "Walt just fine over there at Destination Smokehouse. He ain't sided with none of the people that's been trying to defend him."
First of all, why would he pick sides? Ain't no sides to pick. I don't know what the sides are. All I'm saying is I didn't know that was the owner. I thought Walt was the owner. So to find out that somebody else is the owner, all right, cool. That's fine.
Or agree with any one of you is saying that he is being used. OG is unbothered and completely comfortable with working for where he at. He ain't turning on his friend.
So how is it being used when he convinced the owner of the restaurant to start making his own, to make his barbecue? If y'all saying Walt being used, it seems like Walt is using the restaurant for his own benefit. So both of them, it's a codependency. You feel me? It's a symbiotic relationship. So to me, it just sounds like they're using each other. The owner's using Walter to bring people in. Walter using the owner as a platform for him to cook his food and sell his food. I don't know.
While another user would directly respond to Walt's MLK message on Unity by simply writing no.
And they say black people can't be racist. They say black people can't be the R word. Exhibit A.
Followed by another user who would say, he also said, "I fear I have integrated my people into a burning house." Now, part of those who have continued to critique the response, a user will point out, they got him shooken and jiving on MLK Day. Diabolical. While lastly, another was simply asked, "They told you to do this?" As mentioned, many black users online have a growing concern for Walter, as there have been patterns of black creators being exploited after they would help a business tremendously succeed. We've heard the stories how black creators would provide what a company needed to become a success, only to be left broke and lonely after the spotlight wore off. With Walter also being an older man, it has only added to concerns. Now, despite people wanting the best for Mr. Tendernism, it does appear that he is happy with his business between himself and the restaurant. If you didn't notice, he did pull up in the video with an all-white Benz, so either they're doing a good job by pacifying him with a new car, as some have also suspected, or he's simply loyal to the opportunity and person he originally partnered with.
Man, this is my thing. If you don't know, shut up. If you ain't in the business, stay out the business. You over here introducing your opinions that is not based on any kind of fact, except for, all right, cool, you ain't seen him in a couple videos. What that got to do with anything? The man probably took a vacation. The man been working hard, been cooking some mean tendernism. Probably the man went on a quick tour, going to all these different places, going to where he wanted to go, living the life he want to live. So if you don't know, shut up. What my mama used to tell me is get out of grown folks' business. You don't know what's going on. You out here making assumptions based on your tiny bit of a perspective. You out here trying to state something as fact when you have no idea what's happening. Just shush. Hush, puppy. Dang. Out here jumping down somebody's throat. And are y'all on his side or not? Because if y'all not on his side, because it don't seem like some of y'all's on his side anyway. As soon as he say what's really going on, y'all instantly denying it. It's like y'all want a reason to fight. Y'all want a reason to be separated and segregated. Come on now. Better than that.
His choice to not speak out against Nick or Smokehouse Destination has caused some to now even critique him. As YouTuber Trap Talk Blue would explain, Unc represents a certain group of black people who are overly thankful when being in company of white people.
How do you know? I'm sorry that your past traumas and experiences have led you to be looking through this shallow looking glass. And you can't tell the difference between somebody that's actually in a progressive symbiotic relationship and somebody that's being used. Because of your past experience, your past traumas have led you to believe that every time a black person is with a white person, the black person is being used. I'm sorry that you stuck with that perspective for the rest of your life. I apologize at the fact that you can't see it no other way. I'm sorry that your perspective is this big when there's plenty of other possibilities out there. Does it happen? Sure. But that doesn't mean every case is that case. And the fact of the matter is, you don't know. How do you know? If this man can afford a Mercedes-Benz, not only afford the Mercedes-Benz, but when you gotta afford something, you're not just affording the car. You affording the maintenance. You affording the gas. You affording the storage to upkeep it. So this man got a Mercedes-Benz. If it was parked on the side of the road in the hood, guess what? There would be some things done to that car potentially. But to sit here and say that he just overly appreciative, nah, he appreciative of what he has. The opportunity that's been given to him, his ability to show off his skills, and then his personality that brings in a massive crowd of people. And unless Unc say it himself, saying that, hey, I've been busting my butt off on the social media thing, doing what I can do to promote this restaurant, brought in all this traffic, and I'm only getting paid $15 an hour. Let him say that. Stop trying to say it for him. Especially when he come out and then try to correct you and then you deny his correction. Come on, B. You got more brain cells than that, bro. Come on now. I understand there's a thing that's called being naive, but what's the opposite of naive? Let's find that out. What's the opposite of naive? The opposite of naive is naive? That's crazy. Not aware. That's not what I mean. It's tough. Because naive is showing lack of experience. But I'm trying to figure out if there's a word for like being so experienced. I'm going to just say traumatized. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say traumatized. That when you've been through this experience so many times, or when you've been through this experience and that hurt so much that this is the only experience you know. I understand if you, my brother, was used, you ain't appreciate it. Cool. You got kicked to the curb and now you out here struggling. Cool. I understand that. I've been in that position too. But that doesn't mean everybody in that position. That's like we as men, right? I ain't even gonna say we as men, but some men get mad at what certain women do and then attribute that to all women. How is that different from a white person being robbed by a black person and then now they attributing those characteristics to all black people? You doing the same thing, my brother, just on the flip side of that coin. A white man has done something to you, or you've seen a white man do something to somebody, and now you attributing those aspects to all white men or to all white people. That don't make sense, bro. It don't. And you selling yourself short and shooting yourself in the foot by holding on to that trauma, not being able to, number one, forgive and continue loving not only yourself, but your neighbor. So come on, dog. Again, we better than that.
It's something about these older dudes and this country, you know what I mean? Like these niggas, I get the Django type vibes from dog, Mr. Tender. You know, Mr. Tendernism. Even a white man said, this motherfucker ain't had nothing when he started. So basically, you supposed to be happy with any he is. He thankful. But I hate to see hard-working black people with that type of fucking mentality.
So how do you get Django vibes when Django never appreciated the white man? Django didn't just appreciate what he got. That man went and fought and conquered for everything that he wanted. So what are you talking about, bro? Like, really, what are you really talking about? It don't make sense to me. And then, sure, when he got there, he started off with nothing. That don't mean he getting scraps, though. That mean he went from rags to riches because this restaurant gave him an opportunity. So what did you say? The restaurant changed its name from Destination Coffee to Destination Smokehouse because of this one man. Unc didn't put up that money to change that name. He didn't have to. The owner put up that money to change that name. The owner gave that man an opportunity. Not saying that he just gonna accept crumbs, and also not saying that he is only accepting crumbs. That man ain't accepting no crumbs. That man look healthy. Skin shining, teeth looking good. Nails taken care of. He taken care of, pulling up in a nice car. Pulling up in the country in front of a nice house. So what are you saying right now, bro? What are you basing this on? That's like you trying to give that's like you saying, I know what this book is about by reading one sentence in the book. One sentence in the book. And you basing your whole judgment on the whole book based off of one sentence in the book. That's crazy. That's wild to me. And then you talked about you hate to see a man like this. Why? Because he winning? Because he's successful? Because he out here doing what he love? And making bread doing it? Making people laugh, making people smile? Making himself money? And making the owner money? You hate to see a man take an opportunity and turn it all the way around, flip it on his head? This man is social media famous right now. All over Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever. That man is everywhere. You got people coming from all over the place doing collabs with this man. And you hating to see a black man that's winning? You hating to see somebody that's successful? You hating to see somebody that then came from nothing, took one opportunity, and that opportunity changed his life, his family life? I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. And you don't know this man personally. Because if you did know this man personally, then you would be speaking to Unc about this. There will be conversations that you have had with this man. So what are you saying, bro? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. And you could disagree with me if you want to. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, I see a man that's happy. I see a man that's happy. I see a man that's successful. I see a man that's winning. Not just accepting crumbs. Not just taking wood nickels. The man is getting paid. What cook you know pulling up in a Mercedes S-Class, brand new, pearl paint job, no scratches, with the tint? I think it was tint on there. I really wasn't paying attention. In front of a nice house, on a nice, quiet, peaceful piece of property. A man just said he stay out in the country. He ain't got to live in the city. So what are you really talking about, man? When you say you hate to see a man like this, why? And then you using the wrong characters, bruh. Django was never that man to be like, oh yeah, I sure appreciate you for giving me the scraps of the food that you ain't eat. When did you ever see Django do that? Ever. So if you meant Uncle Tom is one thing, but he still ain't giving Uncle Tom vibes. So know what you talking about before you talk about it. And if it ain't your business, then stay out the business, man. Out here spreading lies and propaganda on something you don't know. Educate yourself, bruh. And then speak. You just out here hating because he working with somebody that's one shade lighter than you. Your complexion is closer to the owner than it is Unc. And you want to be mad at Unc. I could sit here and say colorism at its finest, but it ain't that. And I'm really trying to understand what it is, because why? Why do you dislike seeing a black man successful? Why does he have to be the only one that wins? The owner can't be appreciative too? The owner can't be grateful? Just like Unc is grateful? Come on now, bruh. Because first of all, the owner of the store don't mean he own the brisket. The owner of the store don't mean he own the meat and the food that's being sold. He own the building. Cool. That don't mean he own the grill. That don't mean he own the food that's being cooked. So you don't even know, bro. I don't know either. All I'm saying is what it don't mean. I'm not saying what it is because I don't know what it is. But from what I can tell, Unc is happy. Unc is being paid handsomely for everything that he's done to bring the crowd to this business. And based on that car, it don't look like that man getting paid $15 an hour. That man is not getting paid the same as the cook that's at Texas Roadhouse, or the cook that's at Logan's, or the cook that's at Outback, or the cook that's at whatever. He not getting paid the same as a cook at B-Dubs. I don't know not one cook at B-Dubs that is pulling up in an S-Class Mercedes. So what are you talking about? Let's finish the video. This man just made me hot, low key. That just really disappointed me, cause I don't believe he know what he talking about. He just talking.
That slave ass mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you know he fucking you over.
Now tell me this. If you got $0 in your pocket, zero, and you go up to a business owner, somebody that owns a restaurant, and you tell him you want to cook in that restaurant, and he ain't got no kind of kitchen, he ain't got no kind of barbecue, no smoking equipment, none of that. And he decides to go out on a limb and buy all these things. Who's really getting taken advantage of? And if it's the owner, and the owner got to pay the bills, the owner got to buy the meat, the owner got to pay for all this other stuff, who really getting taken advantage of? And you get to pull up in a Mercedes. You staying in a nice spot. Not a double wide trailer, not a single wide trailer, a brick house on the foundation.
You just don't know how bad. You just happy to be a part. I see a lot of token nigga shit. You hugging them on TV. The nigga saying in front of your face pretty much. Nigga, I guarantee you that man don't make $1,000 a week there.
You saying you don't know. You just said you don't know. You don't know how much that man making. You don't know how much that man taking home. You don't know how much. You don't know. All of this is speculation. And you basing your whole conversation on speculation. Now, how that makes sense? See, I wasn't even gonna record this at first, but it didn't seem right, so I had to click on it. You sitting here talking about, I bet he don't make $1,000 a week. If you made $1,000 a week, would you be pulling up in the S class? If you made $52,000 a year or less, would you be pulling up in a Mercedes? Would you be living in the brick house? Come on now, bruh. You basing your whole argument on speculation. You ain't say not one fact. All you said is opinion. I think this is what I saw. And based on this small little excerpt of what you saw, you painting the whole picture. This is, man, look. You see a black man hugging a white man on TV, and all of a sudden he getting taken advantage of. Now it's some Uncle Tom stuff. What are you talking about, dog? Seriously, what are you talking about?
He made that whole brand.
As of now, Nick nor Walter have further responded to the current claims, but Nick has expressed that Walter is a partner and an owner.
So this man is 50% of a company because he put down a down payment. This man is 50% of the company because he made it grow. Who is taking advantage of who, bruh? You tell me. He didn't trademark, copyrighted, Tendernism. The whole world saying it. I ain't gonna say the whole world, but the majority of the United States is saying Tendernism because of this man right here. And this the man that gave him the platform. It seemed like he, the investor, to him. And now he getting paid and he getting dividends. So what are you talking about, my brother?
Details of their partnership and percentages have not been revealed to the public. So let's talk about it more in the...
And it ain't none of the public business. The public need to stay out of y'all business, bro. If you good and you good, if you don't feel like you being taken advantage of and you don't feel like you being taken advantage of, bro, it's a good relationship. Do not let the public into your life to then separate y'all, because y'all are a good team, bro. Y'all have been a good team. That's like any relationship, bro. If it's you and your girl, neither one of y'all need to talk about your problems to outside people now. If you putting your hands, if somebody putting their hands on somebody and somebody really just abusive to the other, all right, cool. Seek help. Seek professional help. That don't mean you go tell your mama. That don't mean you tell your cousin. That don't mean, nah, seek professional help. If it's physical, go to the police. I don't care. If they not respecting the boundaries, seek counseling. If it's not, life-threatening. But y'all, what you don't do is pillow talk. What you don't do is sit here and tell the world your business. Keep the world in the world. Don't let the world in your business. Because then that's when the business get messed up. Because the whole world feel like they could chime in as soon as they know a little bit. Clearly. Bro is just on here. He don't know what's going on. And he out here putting out whole speculations based on a little bit that he know. And a little bit, not even a little bit he know, the little bit that he think. What he's observed is turned into his perception, and his perception is his reality. That don't make it the reality. Just because it's his reality, don't make it the reality. Just because he think that, don't make it real. Just because he feel that way, don't make it the truth. But he take his feelings and his perception along with whatever else has happened in the past, and he's using that to try to say something is fact. It's not fact, bro. It's speculation. That's how you feel. That's what you think. And that's fine. But stop trying to tell people what this man is doing when you don't know what this man is doing. Stop trying to tell people that he being taken advantage of when you don't know. Stop trying to make this man look like a piece of crap when you don't know. You don't know. So you hear talking about two people you ain't never met, you don't know personally. You probably couldn't pick them out in a crowd full of milk duds. You don't know, and you out here really trying to shame this man and then shame this man. Like, what are you doing, bruh? What are you doing? You hate to see a man like this. What, an owner? A co-owner in a successful business? What are you talking about, dog? What is, oh, bro.
Comments below. Do you think Walter is wrong for not rallying behind those who want to ensure his business affairs are together, or are
the people that want to make sure his business affairs are together pay for him a lawyer to go over the paperwork, go over the deals? And if you want to make sure his business affairs are together, shut up and leave him alone. Because best believe, if he don't believe it is, he will lawyer you up and he'll get it corrected. Or he will leave. With all this publicity he done got now, why? With all this publicity that he done got, why don't you think this man went and opened his own shop by now? When people come there for his barbecue, why hasn't he opened up his own barbecue spot? This is 2026, people. And you still think somebody finna roll over and just take wooden nickels and take what they can get? Or take what somebody's willing to give them? No. This man saw opportunity. He took the opportunity and flipped the opportunity into a success story. Now the owner, the co-owner is his friend. But because they not the same color, y'all got a problem with that? Man, get off the internet, bruh. Get off the internet. Just get off the internet. We already live in a world that is dividing. We got people in government positions, people in real power positions trying to divide and conquer the common citizen. And y'all out here worried about this man and his business partner? What are y'all on, bruh? What are y'all on?
people improperly projecting their fears on something they don't know the details of? Let's talk about it more in the comments below. And for more news and comedy, culture, and sports, be sure to subscribe here to our YouTube channel. And if you enjoy content like this, head over to hypersclub.com to
look at this man's shirt. This man got a clean cut, shaven, walking around, chest out, proud. You hear me? Proud. With the, what is that, a fedora? I don't know what kind of hat that is. That mug smooth. He got that mug tilted like T.I. with the glasses on. You better hope them ain't the meta AI glasses with the little off in there. I mean, don't get me wrong, he rocking USPA. It ain't no Ralph Lauren polo, but that mug white, that mug clean. That man got a mean crease in his pants too. You can see it in the shadow. You hear that? You see that? Hopping out the S-Class, log cabin. You hear me? Clean whip, tinted.
check out full interviews and more original.
Come on, bro. This man walking around super fly, bro. Come on now, dog. Come on, dog. You can't make this up, bro.
Content And of course, you can always send us a new story at hypealerts.com. Reporting live from Hypers Club in Atlanta for Hype Plus News, I'm John Abba.
Bro ain't even in the neighborhood, bro. This man in the country with three stall garage over here. Look at this man. This man is well seasoned. Old. No offense. Skin smooth. This man is looking healthy, looking great. Look at this man, man. And y'all sitting here talking about, oh, they made it. Bro, this dude ain't got to say nothing he don't want to. If he is making the business, how can this man be forced to say anything he don't want to say? Why would this man be forced to tell a lie? Oh, if you don't tell a lie, I'm not going to let you cook no more. All right, you ain't going to let me cook. I'm going to go open up my own spot. And I'm popular on Instagram. So as soon as I open up my own spot, guess what they finna come to? My spot. If you did me dirty, I can do you worse. If you can go low, I can go to hell. But y'all sitting here trying to fight for this man that ain't got nothing to fight for. I ain't saying he ain't got nothing to fight for, but ain't no side for him to pick. He telling y'all the truth and y'all mad at him for not agreeing with y'all lies is crazy. Oh, look, you supposed to be on our side. It's us versus them. Why? If it's us versus them, it's the middle class against the 15 billionaires that's trying to control everything and take all the freedoms away from us. But y'all don't want to talk about that. Y'all want to talk about this white versus black. Man, come, bro, get out of here, bro. Everything ain't about race, man. Everything ain't about race. So, man, just move around, bro.
Running a business is one thing. Getting people to know about it is another. That's why Hype Plus is now...
All right, that's the end of the video. But, man, bro, y'all tweaking. Y'all tweaking, bro. And look, he ain't even said he was fired. This is somebody's speculation. Somebody observed that Mr. Tendernism was not making videos for a moment. And they said this man is fired. And then here go a whole explosion, a whole fire sale. When that man could have easily just taken a vacation. Now he got to come back to defending the business that he co-owned. That's crazy work, bro. Man, y'all get around, bro. Y'all really making this man life difficult. More difficult than it got to be. This man out here really trying to enjoy himself. Collect dividends. Collect his check. Make his money. And y'all out here making it difficult. Now, because you ain't see this man, now you're not going to the restaurant. So now, because y'all not going to the restaurant, he not really getting no check off of it no more. He not making as much money as he was just a minute ago. Because y'all think this man fired. So what y'all expect this man to do? Not enjoy himself? Not take a vacation? Not take a trip to the Bahamas after he had worked so hard and made this business successful? What are you talking about, bruh? Some of y'all just need to get off the internet. This is crazy. And then when he come out and tell y'all the truth, now y'all acting like, oh, he is Uncle Tom. I hate to see a black man like this out here taking wood nickels, knowing that he getting taken advantage of when you don't even know if he getting taken advantage of. You don't know how much that man make every week. This is crazy, bro. This is really crazy. Man, this is wild. I can't believe that man said that. But man, let me get about here because I didn't turn a 7-minute video into a 40-minute video. Man, y'all be having me talking on this thing, but I be in here heated sometime, man. Y'all be tripping. What is happening? But anyway, from the east to the west, till next time, peace.